Port of Singapore Authority. It has 3.97 billion Singapore dollar of revenue in 2017, second largest port in the world. It also world leader in bunkering process. In 2015, more than 45 million tons of bunkers were lifted in Singapore. This is enough to fill over 17,000 Olympic-sized pools. Port of Singapore offers connectivity to more than 600 ports in 120 countries. 10 strategies are proposed to improve information security management of Port of Singapore Authority. Now let's go through one by one. The first strategy is to deploy and enforce anti-social engineering policy among the employee to protect credential loss due to human error. Social engineering such as email phishing by sending banking scams to exploit the curiosity of victims are very popular. Human error is the main factor that contributes to this kind of attack. The information assets included are company email account credentials, company computer system credentials and customer information records. Human error caused company credential loss will bring following consequences. Customer trust loss, organization being sued by customers due to disclosure of personnel and lead to reputation in risk. The policy of credential protection from social engineering is set up. The policy is deployed according to the existing security standards such as ISO and NIST. The second strategy is to deploy redundancy network over a wide area network. Disasters caused critical damage will comes in any times. We don't know when it come. Critical information assets to protect here is database servers, online transshipment management records, marine traffic controller servers. Port is main entrance of resources for Singapore. Critical damages of network infrastructure lead to failure of business services in port. Policy of backup server and critical data through redundancy network is implemented. Policy standard included ISO 27002, Section 11 Physical and Environmental Security. The others mitigation such as natural disaster recovery plan and risk assessment analysis is necessary to carried out as precaution too. The third strategy is to deploy intrusion prevention system to avoid malware attack over organization's network and information system. Malware attacks brings a branches of threats to organizations. The threats are such as worms infections on computer system, privilege escalation by keylogger, zero-day attack on information system. The information system to protect here is employee email credentials, computer server configurations records, system admins credentials. Mitigation is use secure hash function 3 with 256-bit length to hash the critical credentials on database. Never store in plain text form. Malware protection includes ISO 27002 cryptography and protection from malware. The fourth strategy is Internet access control to protect employees from Internet fraud. The information assets here is business transactions records, banking details of customers and banking credentials. The threats here is man-in-the-middle attack and repudiation on transactions. The consequences, money is transferred to attacker's account and being fraud, money is loss. The mitigation here is, apply HTTPS and use digital signature in transaction. The fifth strategy is secure communication server to protect marine traffic control system. The critical information system are radar communication records, marine police communication records, vessel navigation record. Threat here is vessel collision as the communication session is being hijacked by attacker. Mitigation is set up voice over virtual local area network where the communication is transmitted in private channel. The sixth strategy is, implement multi-layered protection scheme, to protect confidentiality of critical data. Information asset are container inventory records, smuggling detection system details, human resource database records. Threats, are security breach leading to data theft, and disclosure of sensitive data. Mitigation: encrypt data with AES, encryption with block length of 128 bits, key length of 256 bits. Policy for multi-layered protection scheme is implemented, which include NIST special publication of encryption and decryption using block cipher algorithms. The seventh strategy: implement a data protection plan for ransomware and other destructive events. The information assets are cloud computing container system credentials and employee agreements and payrolls records. Ransomware attacks caused the critical data has been encrypted and unavailable to legitimate user. Mitigation is plan a data backup schedule and save the duplicated data in clouds or elsewhere. Policy for ransomware protection plan is implemented. Policy for ransomware protection plan include the below standard. The eighth strategy is use wireless local area network for traffic control communication system to reduce serious congestion. The info assets here involves traffic control system records and vessels traffic services records. The threats here is, need to handle with vessel identities, thief attacks. The mitigation, use Wi-Fi access protocol authentication in VLAN technology for communication in marine traffic system. The ninth strategy is, implementation of authority access control system to monitor the access activity of the ship. Information assets are container inventory system records, container checking system. Threats, compromised custom scanning system to pass the smuggling checking. Mitigation, use AES encryption in the transmission of data over local area network. Policy for access control on container terminal include below. Strategy 10, provide working ethic guideline to provide professional vessel engineering and maintenance service. Ethic of employee reflects the image of the organization. Here are the info assets. The threats include the reputation and professional skills of the organization. To have a professional skills workers, employee must be trained well. The policy for vessel engineering and maintenance services should implement it. Thank you.